their loss, able to get double digits. 16-9 on the first map, 16-7 on the second. But I like a competitive third map between these two. You don't always get what you wish for in this world, but maybe this time we will. Let's wait and find out. Is MOUZ the favorites going up against MIBR? With a couple recent additions to their roster, they're looking improved. Improved enough to beat MOUZ, though? That is the question. Double dualies for MIBR, starting their CT side, and MOUZ move up mid.
Wow. It's almost like he half pulled the trigger before he got domed, but he got deleted in very fast movements from MOUZ as they swarm. They're like the Zerg army on this A-bomb site. They're everywhere. Sliding along their creep, and there is no response to be had here from MIBR. MOUZ make a statement in the opening round of Mirage.
All right then, Yimpat. What a start from him. Bottom fragger of the series so far for MOUZ. He just runs into connector, couple of entries, bosh, that's the round. Second player there caught out, and then you see Yimpat just fighting into CT. Doesn't give a damn. That flash didn't really do enough to blind him. Very quick and easy pistol for MOUZ. And yet again, it's that similar blow-by from MIBR on investing anything into these second rounds.
That's one of the fastest pistol rounds I can think of in recent memory.
It's up there.
It really is. Turbo mode from MOUZ, maximum success. Rifles are out. Shuhei solves the puzzle around connector. Good team kill, but they won't really care about that at all. Just the one frag, and there's no bonus money in that frag for MIBR whatsoever. On to the next one. A fast eco round is a good eco round. The rifles will be out for the CT side.
You've got to remember, when you heavily save that second round, the CT utility will kind of suck. They're going to be missing some pieces of utility, but at least they're all on silenced M4s. That means that it's a little cheaper. Get just one more flash eked out. Already seeing MOUZ take a few liberties in this round. They look like they might pressure this B side. It's xertioN. No fear with the MAC-10 in first, and drop was not ready. Breno's trying to see what he can do in reply, but he finds nothing. And MIBR could be shut out of this round entirely.
Yeah, that's the round over. xertioN finding a great angle in that smoke, considering there's a silencer on the end of that gun. Not sure if MIBR were prepared for the sheer pace of that play into the B bomb site, perhaps catching them off guard. Perhaps they just couldn't deal with it on this occasion. MOUZ with a fast pace from the first round to the third. MIBR trying to hold enough together to have a good buy or a reasonable buy for the next round, but that's been denied by MOUZ, as we saw them chase when they could have opted to secure their own economy on the previous map. They're doing the same here. As far as the former part is concerned, just hounding MIBR, not allowing them to save anything as a priority. Working to great effect once again.
You need to see xertioN so animated. He is brimming with confidence right now. And I really feel like when I've seen xertioN have his best games in the past, he's almost getting these awkward timings where he pushes before you expect the set play to come in. And that was a good example of it with the MAC-10, where he's just quite a few seconds ahead of the rest of the pack. But you could see that it absolutely caught the CTs off guard there. It can win you the round sometimes if you get that unexpected timing window. So huge props to xertioN. He started so strong here. And MOUZ looking like a different animal here at the start of Mirage. Man, Drop's getting bullied on that B site.
Yeah, they encroach pretty damn quickly. PDQ on that B-bomb site. And again, they'll try to not allow them to take anything from that. We'll definitely try to scavenge for that rifle and connector. MIBR waiting to get started on Mirage. Very fast-moving first half from MOUZ, showing why they're so high ranked. Win or lose here, I feel like MIBR will be moving through the ranks as they move through this bracket. Excuse me. But Yeah, great showing so far, but I feel like MOUZ have come to life now. They've taken the momentum from that second half of the last map and taken it straight through into Mirage. Firmly in the driving seat for the time being.
Yeah, that might be worth keeping track of, actually, because MOUZ won 8 in a row to close out Inferno. Now they've won the first 4 on Mirage. So if you carry it over from the previous map, that is now 12 rounds in a row for MOUZ in this series. And honestly, MIBR have literally got 1 kill in the first 4 rounds. That tells you all you need to know. This has been so dominant from MOUZ. Just the way they were winning that round with the gun round earlier looked so clinical. MIBR have got to show something here. See if someone can step up. Safe, the only man with a kill. MIBR has that orb, and that nade is pretty on point early.
Oh, it's a rare miss.
Yeah.
He may have started moving before firing the shot there. One kill at the start of round 5 on your CT side is rough. Increases your requirement for a comeback. And it begins with Insani in connector. That's a great second kill there as well. But it's support for Shuhei, but this is going to come in time just about. That was a little late from exit. Maybe entertained in that Palace position. torgy's here with the Julies, and the bomb's going to get lost. It might be a first round here for MIBR as Frozen's in a 1 versus 3.
4-0 to MOUZ before Frozen had to get a kill on the board, but now he needs plenty more. And Safe will shut him down at the end there. 2 AWPs now for MIBR into the future rounds as well. And a pretty convincing round win there for MIBR, denying the mid play early. As you said, that little bait and switch in connector worked out beautifully. I love that the player trapped in connector jumps up just to make himself really hard to kill. And that means that Exit can just swing out and trade in time because his teammate doesn't get headshotted straight away. Safe, just waiting patiently for Frozen at the end. So MIBR finally on the board. Now let's see if they can keep it that way.
So much confidence from the play of MOUZ that we're seeing on Mirage right now. MIBR have got their work cut out for them if they want to close this deficit. A lot of util to fight for position, and Shuhei's going to make his way through without losing too much in the name of health. Now we'll lose too much. Big headshot from Safe. 5-on-4 for MIBR. Comfortable with the loss of mid. Can't plant the bomb there. 50 seconds to decide which way to go. We're Frozen on the ramp. Surely it's the A-bomb site. Bomb carrier in mid, though, in the hands of torgy with the AWP. Exertion has been dropped as well. The money's starting to sink for MOUZ. They need to do some damage here. They need to find a way to get back into this round, because this 3-on-5 isn't it, but that might be it. Safe getting dropped, and Sani's soon gone afterwards as well. Exit will drop the bomb carrier and find a second and a third from the shadow position, doing everything that's needed and keeping the numbers up for MIBR.
Big impact from the in-game leader of MIBR. Not always easy to multi-frag from that under Palace position. In this scenario, not as many nades up against him. That helps tremendously, even though it looked a little back and forth earlier in the round. That's the moment. You see the celebration coming out quickly from MIBR. They knew they needed back-to-back rounds there. Don't want to get your economy reset early. Pulls MOUZ into a fairly early timeout here on their T side. Still yet to see Frozen really have the big highlight plays we know he's capable of. Sure they will be coming. Has been the top fragger overall in this series. Normally Frozen doesn't go quiet for too long. See if they can activate him a little more here as this half goes on. Oh, that was the double AWP setup from MIBR, dealt with early. torgi just takes that straight up fight over towards the apartments. So a clean man advantage for MOUZ. Great opportunity for them to bounce back here.
The edge of their economy. Well, both teams are to some degree. MOUZ with a nice opening frag. We saw an Inferno just quietly moving into position on their T side. A double peek though. Well, the bomb hasn't been seen. We've just got an AWP on the ramp. Nothing too untoward about that. Or is that enough information for them? You can see Frozen retreating to some degree and having a big headshot onto exit. Gave himself a great angle. And still that bomb hasn't been spotted. Just lurking around on the ramp as MOUZ moved to a split. But the CTs have lost position. What remains of them anyway. Drop and safe. Extracting themselves towards that B bomb site as MOUZ's job is done.
Yeah, well handled here by MOUZ. It's mainly just torgi just winning some fights early though that really helps them in this one. Wins that first duel over towards the B apartments. AWP v AWP, he's quicker on the trigger. And then just getting that shot to land just before he's traded in ramp is a massive help, because it means that you saw Frozen was pretty quickly aware there might be some CT aggression now. With MIBR down in a 3v4, there's a chance this A player feels isolated. And the standard response, if you're alone like that on A and maybe you don't have help from mid, it's pretty common to want to push into Palace, because it's a very safe position to play from. It's sometimes hard to flush out. So Frozen just very ready for the aggression that comes his way. Allows a clean round win for MOUZ, who are now 5-2 up. The favorites showing what they're made of here early on Mirage.
Such a satisfying frag. Especially with a good spawn for mid. The other option is heading towards B apps. Catch a CT hopping up early. Especially on the van. Right then, Breno in the underpass. But with full grenades as well. Posting up. Often if CT's going to make a play all the way through to the stairs, they won't buy full grenades, because they are likely to die at some point, so it tends to be a waste of money. But he's holding position with his teammates. Close. A support structure. Then Sani gets one for free. But what now? How do they reposition? What does Yimfat do? See the jump peaks coming in from Insani. Renazan holds the lower position. In the meantime, Safe is focused on that ramp area. Drive peek from Shuhei. Safe will deliver. 4 on 3 now as Frozen is barely standing, dropping exit. Trying to make it winnable. Torzi's been exploded though. Shrapnel will send him packing. Yimfat go through the smoke. Insani is here and ready for it. Right place, right time. Frozen then with 2 HP and a dream. Chip in a chair, as they say in poker. 1 of 4 achieved. Flashbang goes up. Has he seen a player by the stairs? Counter flashes from MIBR as well. 40 seconds. Bomb is towards the ramp. Surely this would have to be by elimination.
Oh.
5 bullets in the magazine. Put out of his misery. 3rd round on the board for MIBR. And just as we saw in Inferno, they'll keep it close. They'll start to creep up to catch up. Don't take your eye off them.
That's initial mid play. Just an off angle from Insani that was not expected. Then MOUZ trying up the pace towards A, maybe thinking there was a big stack on mid. That AWP in CT is always going to be in a power position if you don't use any nades onto that A bomb site. Drop hasn't had to get a frag yet on CT's side. As that B site anchor, he was tested early. In recent rounds, MOUZ have turned their attention elsewhere. There is still a buy from MOUZ, but it is suboptimal. Only 2 premium rifles in play. Some Galils in the mix alongside them. Shuhei selling some nades towards A. He drops down, but he'll just spot this ramp aggression. Flashes force the CTs away. The bomb is not here to follow up. This is mainly a fake I don't know if xertioN can sell this. The counter utility is so strong. The B site could be open though. The rotate has come away from B, and Safe's forced to concede.
Drops in the shot. We'll have to be patient though. What? Excuse me? What have I just witnessed? That jumping. This is so awkward. What has happened? Someone's got to rescue the bomb now. Frozen's on the way to do it with his Tech 9. They've really cut the numbers, have MIBR. Safe with some shenanigans. I have to look at those later as they start to move through now, MIBR. Bomb has been planted. Drop waiting for his teammates to get into position. Exit joining him soon. In fact, waiting for a peek. Will he pick the right time as he starts getting closer, getting deeper? Exit double drills him though, leaving Frozen in the clutch. 1 versus 4, made 3. Just too much to do. What were those frags from Safe?
Yeah, I was convinced he was just going to have to give up the bomb site, play back from short, maybe try and get 1 kill and then play for retake. He ended up catching a player in the apartments at first. It was the denial of the fake, which really helped MIBR. First shot, oh, it's not even an easy one there, but the second kill. Oh, man. The jump
That's
back.
rude, man.
Yeah.
That's disrespect.
So risky. It lands at just the right time.
Can't be out here doing that.
Glad we've got a game on our hands, though. Like MOUZ might run away for a second.
Yeah, well, this is similar to what we saw in Inferno, and we know it was night and day in the second half. Hopefully it's more competitive once we get there, but there's plenty of play left in the first. It'll be rough on this occasion, though. MOUZ with a slim lead, carrying secondary weapons only into round 10.
I just feel bad for Drop, man. He's living the life of a B anchor, and then in that round they go B, and he doesn't even get to defend it. What a shame.
What a shame indeed. Infat has provided opportunity, picked up a rifle, and compounded the problems for MIBR. They can't really afford to lose this round. They can't really afford these trades either. Numbers advantage for MOUZ. They've got flashbangs. They've got util. And MIBR have got problems. MOUZ don't want peace. In fact, close. 12 HP. That smoke might give him some extra space. You might say thank you for that. It might isolate some fights for MIBR as they hold edges. MOUZ, Frozen creeping, trying to run distraction. No one holding on to that bomb just yet, but surely that makes things worse as Frozen emerges. And this round is being lost by MIBR. Drop, has he got time? Oh. This is going to be such a close one. He has a kid, but I really don't know which way we're going to go here. Oh, smell you later. That one was too close to call and way too expensive for MIBR.
Honestly, so scary as Yimpact goes for that second swing. Because that's the only way they lose the round. And it was closer than I would like. That's all I'll say. I don't think if I was Yimpact, I'd be swinging off the back of Frozen here. His second swing, oh, it scared me. It really scared me. But Drop just a little too far from the bomb. Did they celebrate? Did they celebrate too early? Oh. It sadly looked like he got a little excited there. Either way, such a close round. A fair play to MOUZ for shining through. Frozen patient in the palace. And now xertioN dealt with early, but the A site's open.
Frozen swinging, looking for targets. No one is offering just yet. Retake territory for MIBR. The heat map is firmly focused on that A bomb site. Drop repositions to deploy some util. An attempt towards CT. They take even more position. Will there be support for xertioN? He's on an island. There are some flashes for MIBR. There's the first one. So far, so good. They'll take 2, in fact. xertioN and Yimfat isolated, separated, and gone. Told you then 1 versus 5. Do you even try to clutch this? Looking on his 6. So many people coming his way. Eats a big flash, and he cannot reasonably defend this round. Gotta try and hold on to this AWP. And there it is. 5 standing for MIBR at the end of the round. There's a lot of fight in this team.
Scrumptious round from Safe. Got a triple in the midst of the retake. We saw that early move up mid from MIBR, got them a man advantage, and you can very much play retake on that A-bomb site on Mirage. We see it quite often. So especially if you make a move elsewhere and get a man advantage, it's a very realistic way to win a round. That's what they do. Now, MOUZ don't have much to work with besides that AWP saved by Torji. So he will be one of the utility men, and they'll go for the Palace pop.
Fast surge into the bomb site. The pistols will swarm, and Exit could be in some trouble here. Reveals himself to Torji, and down he goes. Position and rifles collected by MOUZ. Not done with this round, not done with this lead just yet. MIBR thought it was safe to tie the score, but they've got problems. 3 players remain for them. Again, how much can they afford to lose if they're not given something soon? Will they throw everything at this? So that could end in disaster. xertioN with the rifle, switches to the Tech 9. 2v2, there are kits for both of them. They're making enough progress to go forward and potentially lose everything. Clean shot from Torji. Brenner on that bomb. Tech 9's got way too many bullets, way too much damage, way too much armor penetration, and indeed, they make enough progress to go far enough to lose it all.
Great to see how active Torji was here. I mean, first, the pop out through Palace just distracts Exit enough that the AWP can emerge from ramp. And then even though Torji isn't the man to get that second kill over towards jungle, he was the player that took initiative. And then just starts to sit back into ramp. Even though there's a smoke on the bomb, his teammate can handle that. That's a brutal round loss for MIBR because now their money is broken for this round. This looks very likely to be a MOUZ favored half, unless something goes terribly wrong for them here. Careful exertion. Your corners. Oh boy. Well, that's an AK for Insani. They're actually stacked on B as well, MIBR. Hang on a second. Is there really a chance? Maybe not.
Well, that'll certainly help. Hitting numbers is always good. The AK is still in play, but less swarm, less chaos. Clearer comms makes a hell of a difference. Shuhei chasing, carrying that bomb against the P2000. Nothing terrible is happening. Heading towards the dying rounds of this first half then. This AK could be important for the round to come. And Insani will try to hold on to it. MOUZ moving to an 8th round. Love the scrap we've seen between these two sides, but I do wonder what will happen once we switch sides. That's not for a few rounds yet, though. Potential for 7 on the cards for MIBR if they can take the reins once again in the next round. But for now, it'll be a 3-round lead for MOUZ.
MOUZ will have the lead at the half. Just a question of by how many. 8 rounds confirmed. Kill distribution looks lovely on the MOUZ side as well. No one really falling behind. xertioN, you can see just by his deaths, very much the most active player on the team. Quite often around mid, quite often flying in early in these rounds. Seen Frozen play around the Palace pretty often. That's his favored position on this map. Lurking around there. Trying to have impact later in rounds. Round 14 underway then. B site is not tested as much as of late by MOUZ. The gun rounds at least. See if anything changes in this one. It has been taken early, but they're prepped outside this B site with a few players. I think MOUZ might clear out mid first though, and then decide from there. Oh boy, was that just through the smoke? Shuhei gets an entry into connector. Safe will do his best to reply.
Gonna be hard, but the team are doing work, including Safe, finding a second. Yimfat making his way in, but how that smoke will work either way. No, it won't. He's been barbecued. 3v2 advantages for MIBR, especially with dropped angle. Are they ready for it? Apparently Frozen is ready for anything. Brenazan caught with a grenade in his hand, and that's a game changer. That makes it a 2v1. It makes exit the last man standing. A solo mission now for him. Creeping towards the site in the second last round. He has a kit. Does he have the clutch? Where are these teams? Well, there's Frozen delivering once again. 3 in the round for him as MOUZ move to 9.
And unfortunately, Drop has had a good series up until this point, but throughout this map, as that B anchor, haven't seen much from him. Safe doing what he can, helping here with the AWP. Eventually got burned, though. Even though it looked like he might have extinguished that molly, somehow still went down to the flames. That really helped MOUZ get full control of the B site. Now into the last round of the half. MIBR's buy is weak. Very real chance for 10 T rounds for MOUZ here. Looks like an A split is on the cards, and MIBR have got a pretty good setup to counter that. Heavily stacked on this A site right now. Actually watching Connector actively right now. I've got to make sure they're aware of that fact. Oh, and now they take one for the team.
Gets hot pretty quickly on this bomb site. Drop's got a great angle though. His Carnage are just coming from all angles, and xertioN finds himself alone. So much silence in these rounds, creeping into position, leaving Connector open, but still MIBR find themselves at an advantage. Drop stuck in the corner, but can xertioN find an angle? This is killing xertioN's time. The brazen jump from Drop. Commits to the bomb plant. xertioN in the clutch now. So many 180s. Safe will finish off the job there. So there will be a 6th round in this for MIBR. The score will be reasonably close at half-time, but will MOUZ run away with the second half as they did on Inferno? Not long to find out.
Say what you want, you dumb fucker. If you want trouble, mention me please. One verse will make your lungs burst, you physically bleed. My tongue is made of razor blades. I think my body's made of steel and flames. It feels like fire when they speak my name. I think I'm bullied. Out in Boca Raton, gangers be stroking your mom. She just broke up with Sean, now giving dope in the thong. We just be cloaking along, bit what you're focusing on. The locs on the bomb, bronze, blonde, posting the guam. Kissing your freak, have you straight kissing your teeth. Do 6 in the week, shows and the chicks in the sheets. Vixens who frisking the meat, missing the piss on the seat. Fixing up dishes and treats, with persimmons and leeks. Yeet, lest we forget what, I think with the gut. Smoke cigarette butt, she willing to cut in the opium den with the lowliest men. She said, "Cloak me, my friend. Let's do it again." I think my body's made of steel and flames. It feels like fire when they speak my name. I think I'm bulletproof.
Hey, yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
switch up my hair color. If people start to wonder where I am this summer, I'll be living in my passion, my fall in love. I'll be living in my passion, man, I'm on the run.
One more half then, and MIBR on the comeback trail once more. But let's not forget how brutal, how fast, how violent that first pistol round was on Mirage. It was a fast-forward round for MOUZ. It was drive-bys from start to finish, and that really dictated the momentum for much of that half. Things slowing down later on, but now MIBR on the T side. Let's see what they have in mind. It will be a fast one as well. A beautiful sailing pop flash into connector. No one there to receive it. xertioN taking some pot shots through the smoke. The position has been taken by MIBR. They are all over this A-bomb site. Safe just taking the bomb through from ramp now. Going for that short plant. We've got Exit lurking in that mid position with the Glock. As Shuhei and co, 4 players on road come in from that CT position. Brenazan gets taken down for free. That's an important frag for Exit. That gives a man advantage for MIBR. Looking for more now. 3 on 4. Shuhei doesn't have a kit. No one does, in fact. They've all got Kevlar. How do they solve this problem? Imfad and Frozen remain. There is Kevlar to lose here. 10-second defuse is not going to happen on this occasion. Exit picks up the USP and the final kill. The man in position to do the job does the job. Pistols taken by MIBR. Their turn for momentum, perhaps.
Yeah, quick swarm onto the site, even though Shuhei gets one out of there early. Look at that from Insani. Quick flick up. His form has continued throughout this series. That first half, Insani had only 10 kills total, but 5 of them were opening frags. Which just goes to show the sort of player he is. Loves to get involved. Now MOUZ taking a page out of MIBR's book, going for the full eco in the second round. 0 investment means basically 0 chance for them. Always got to leave the door open. Shuhei was firing some warning shots, but I don't think he's turning them away from this A site. Actually, not now.
Bullet sponges. Shuhei. Remainder on B. So MIBR start with Promise. These squads splitting the pistols. Being conservative on the second round. Haven't seen much in the way of force buys in that respect. And again, if things go wrong later for MIBR, I do wonder if they'll have another eco round half buy with lots of util and Promise as we saw on the other maps. But it seems we will start with a close scoreline once these buy rounds come through, and I think that is a great way to set up who will take the first win between these two in their journey in Pro League in the B group.
Elsewhere, looks like Ents have secured their opening win against Evil Geniuses, 2-0. There's all eyes on this matchup, deciding map between these two teams. MIBR came out of the gates early in this series with a great map win on Vertigo, 16-9, but then MOUZ very quickly bounced back. Both of those first 2 maps were fairly one-sided, so glad that we've got a close one on our hands here on Mirage, at least right now. Here come those rifles out for MOUZ. Impact a rare, unsilenced M4 user on the CT side. Going to see early lean from MIBR over to A. Already a couple of smokes into this site. See if they follow up on that.
Such minimal utility for MOUZ. Gonna have to rely on teamwork, positioning, what is afforded to them in that respect anyway. Oh boy, the drive-by from Exit is outrageous. MIBR keep the numbers even until they take advantage once again. 3-on-3 was good. 3-on-2 is even better. Hot flashes are pretty good also. 8 bullets for xertioN. Might be enough. He's buying time, showing presence for Yimfat to get into position. But where are MIBR off to?
So delayed on the bomb plant, it's allowed Yimpat to get all the way behind. He's got the first for free, but now they know positions. They've got the bomb planted for them, so MIBR don't need to force fights. Sani's stuck at stairs, though. That's not a comfortable position to be in right now. Drop's got both out of there.
Wow.
Great work from Drop to tie things up.
How did he manage to collect both of them? I don't know, but that was a great job. Indeed, it does get worrisome when they really slow things down. CTs will only get closer as you do that. That is nasty from Exit. Jumping like he's holding an MP9. That's a hell of a frag. Frozen's got to be pissed off. That's almost a desk puncher. I think some people are punching their desk when they get popped like that. When it leads to a round win and puts you on eco as well. How much you can say when that happens. He was victimized. He was a passenger in that process.
Yeah, it's also wild because Frozen normally so consistently reliable for MOUZ, but there's not much you can do sometimes when the jumping MAC-10 gets you. And if he'd have got a kill on the hold, it could have made a big difference there, getting into that late round with how close the numbers were at the end. Instead, it's MIBR with an excellent opportunity to take the lead, showing us that they are going to be a real threat here in Group B. Whatever happens on the rest of this map, they have pushed MOUZ to the limit here on Mirage. Got a couple of Eagle Blazes in play. Warning shot from xertioN. And Shuhei, though he does tag Drop.
"38 seconds. Could play into MOUZ's hands if they can keep the numbers up. Position has been taken, but jungle's still a problem. Yimfat has lost his position now. That Breno's made it to the bomb site, and I think the threat is over for MIBR. They'll be taking the lead now. Pressure rises for MOUZ to start delivering on this second half.
See if MIBR want to punish entirely. I think if I were them, I'd probably focus more on my own economy. The Drop will try and keep them locked in. He's low here. This AK may well be lost. Good headshot. Now he decides to tuck back. Smart decision there from Drop. No need to give the AK away to the CTs. Despite the pistols being split on this map, MIBR have been doing good work in the gun rounds to get to this point. A 10-9 lead for them. Bit of pressure starting to rise on MOUZ right now. Borgi has that AWP. It is a full buy for the CTs. But look at this. The first timeout taken by MIBR. Goes to show how comfortable they must have been.
Nobody wants to take an L in the first series here at Pro League. It's a close one. I think this is quite unpredictable. I feel like MIBR might be a little beyond ahead of what their current rank is coming into this. So it's difficult to place. I think you have to favor MOUZ on paper. But they're fighting, they're scrapping. They had a good start with the pistol, but now we've got a very good buy for MOUZ, and maybe we'll see a closer round from the MOUZ squad. They've got some intel in what we've seen so far. Drop moving very quickly below the window.
slow it down. Doesn't have the help from top mid yet. I do think for MIBR, a lot of their success has still come from fast rounds throughout this series on their T side. So I'm really intrigued to see if they can keep it up with a slower paced round like this one. Can they show that same level of cohesion and composure? Currently, we've got a mid stack from MOUZ. One man watching underpass, one man watching top mid. So that's something that MIBR would have to overcome initially if they want to get this mid control. That AWP of Torji has to be denied here.
Wondering if Drop was offering some deliberate footsteps earlier on. Either way, Torji has delivered big frags from that short position. Very important advantage for MOUZ as they move forward. In fact, take a hidden position before that smoke dissipates. MOUZ may have a good opportunity to tie the score once more. We'll see if he in fact will be checked for as Drops. Got a grenade in his hand, pulls out the AK, may have just seen something. Delivers a big headshot, but Frozen is here, and Frozen is always a problem. Looking for a second frag on that bomb carrier, but he'll be denied. Down to a 2-on-2. 14 seconds to get that bomb plant. xertioN will show presence and rotate. See how long that flash will keep the focus for. As xertioN makes his way towards the bomb site. Has he been detected yet? I don't believe he has, but Insani is very fast indeed. That's the play xertioN was looking for. AWP versus AWP now. Safe up top. xertioN creeping. Makes his way onto the bomb site. Who's going to be faster? Who's going to have that quick scope ready or the shotgun mode? Switched out for the M4 as xertioN and delivers everything he needs to. Has the kit. Scores tied again. MOUZ are back.
Big round there. And xertioN started out this game incredibly. He was 7-2 at one point. Then he slowed down massively as this game has gone on. But that is a big round from him. Sani did so well to pull the AK out. This was Drop clearing the corner initially. Yimpat's had some struggles in these anchor positions. But the rotate enough this time for xertioN. Then the tension in the 1v1 was really high there. You see both players trying to make moves both ways, trying to figure out where they needed to look. It's xertioN who gets the better of the one-on-one. The thing is, on the CT side, your economy is constantly under threat. And even with the round win, we see that come through here. 2 FAMASs in play. Not an ideal position if they were to lose this round especially. So pressure is very much still on MOUZ as they take the time out ahead of this round. At least that's one step in the right direction here. Their first CT round on board.
Very aggressive rounds. The angles from the AWP from both sides as they search, but Safe will be the first one to deliver. A focus on Frozen now. Trying to hide in plain sight. There might be our creep. xertioN's pretty committed here as well, but these positions have not been detected. How long can C stay alive now? Will there be the trigger discipline? He's losing teammates left, right, and center. Two go past him. Surely he's going to go for both. A great transfer. But there are too many men on road, and Torji is not in a position to do anything about this.
Yeah, xertioN knew he had to pull the trigger eventually there. You can't just sit in the corner and hope for a ninja defuse. Maybe a matchmaking, but not at the pro level. Someone's going to look at you eventually. And unfortunately, too many of his teammates had fallen. What a round from Insani again. His entries are unbelievable. That's his 7th opening kill, or 6th opening kill, rather. Safe got the first one in this round, but just the work he does on these entries onto the bomb site, you see the impact of his play. And for MOUZ, this is a devastating round loss. Even if Torji saves this AWP, his teammates are going to have awkward money. Maybe xertioN and xertioN could scrape out a buy. There's a big decision to be made. I think the half buy has to be the call here. It's close. It's so close. You're so tempted if you're MOUZ. If you've got confidence in your CT gun rounds, you might be better off taking the half buy here. Frozen getting caught out like this, you don't see that too often. Sunny delivering massive impact in this round. Despite xertioN's best efforts, it's MIBR back in the lead. And the final timeout taken.
I'm really enjoying this series because it's just like, you don't know what maximum MIBR is, but again, from the beginning, the magnifying glass for me has been on them, and I'm loving what I'm seeing right now. They're definitely like for the whole as a team. The discipline is there. They had difficulties in that second half in the last map, but they're showing that they might just have the depth for the series. A formidable opponent in this first round for MOUZ. Pressure on them now. The much higher ranked team needs to deliver. Don't quite have the tools to do it on this particular round, but they certainly are dangerous enough. They've got the talent, even with these pistols, this MP9, especially with this AWP in the hands of xertioN, who gets the opening frag in round 22. Be hard to retrieve that gun, but the man advantage is always good in a round such as this.
xertioN looking solid again, activating with that AWP. The bomb is not currently towards B. This utility is just to keep these players in place from drop. The bomb will move back towards A. That AWP of xertioN looks pretty hard committed to the B bomb site, so it looks as though those weaker weapons have to be the difference makers, and Frozen playing a big off angle, but one that works for him. Bomb dropped. Exit has to recover, but too many CTs against him. It looks good for MOUZ right now, but drop will start to bring things back. xertioN brings it back for MOUZ though. It's all on drop. He'll get one through the smoke, and there's no more to be done. xertioN pushes ahead, and it's MOUZ able to bring things back and tie things up.
That's why MOUZ are MOUZ. That's why they've collected these players, because they have the talent to make the unlikely rounds work, to find edges when there's almost none. Look at that angle from Frozen, the wide peak for CT, and he's like, surprise. Well, I guess scrappy. It makes for a tight and unpredictable game, which is great to watch. 11 apiece. Time for MIBR to use some of those timeouts. But who really has control at this point? Post pistol and so on. Score's been tight, the game has been tight, round to round. The AKs will be out for them though. MOUZ have done more with less, but now they are far better equipped.
Loving some of the active play we're seeing from xertioN as well. He's got 5 opening kills now. Yet to have a single opening death either. Pretty involved when he's needed to be with that AWP. Here's some more initiative taken by xertioN, and it could pay off for him here. There's a few players in Palace, including the bomb. MIBR, I've got to be careful here. That's what
xertioN again.
wanted.
Yeah, that heavy artillery in the hands of xertioN, dependable to get the 5-on-4 for the CT side. Takes the pressure off just a little, just a little. Now the onus is on MIBR to find a way in. Now MOUZ will use that util. MOUZ, that was the first smoke MOUZ have thrown in this round. They've got a minute on the clock. The bomb in Palace, there might not be time to stuff the choke points with these smokes, but there is one sailing in with very good timing. MIBR, from what we can see, could be in a lot of trouble here.
Good info as well. Frozen can now just jiggle peek that angle with a smoke ready to be deployed. Try and slow MIBR down from ramp. Did that Palace play still work though? Frozen's put down the smoke ahead of time. Now he can look back at Palace. xertioN's here alongside him. Frozen putting down the covering fire. He will fall, but xertioN misses his shot. That means there is a chance to get onto the site for MIBR.
There's no one in jungle either. They don't have all the angles covered. That smoke is up, and Exit could be walking into a trap. He's found by Shuhei, and that's going to collapse the entire idea for MIBR. They've got to find these frags and drop to the 1 versus 2. Make it 1v1, but there's no time to plant that bomb, swinging through the smoke and hoping for something. But he'll be left with nothing, wondering what could have been. Took the wrong angle there. And again, there's just too much util for MOUZ. They put MIBR into an awkward position. Putting back to the ramp on the reload gave MIBR a chance through that smoke, but still, very difficult round for them. Didn't challenge MOUZ enough. Forced them to dump that util earlier on. Have a look at that angle from Shuhei as well. That's experience for you.
That was that smoke that Torji dropped that you can either lurk out behind or you can just use it as cover to stand on the box up top. Safe with the hero AWP in this round, but gun barrel spotted, deleted at the start of the round. That AWP will be recovered. But now it's the secondary AWPer or tertiary AWPer on the team that's going to have to take his chance to try and open up the round. Oh, that won't happen. Looking clean for MOUZ. Ooh, very clean.
So nasty to just watch the POV on the receiving end. So nasty.
Torji stepped up, man. Really stepped up on this map. Great to see for MOUZ. There was a question a long time as to whether Torji had another level to him. He's showing it here against MIBR. I was saying earlier for MIBR, I was worried that they were winning a lot of their rounds with those fast plays, but now that it's coming into some later rounds, it does feel like that's where MOUZ's experience is shining through. You can even see in this one, it's pistols again for MIBR. So maybe it is back to that fast-paced play that was working for them earlier. Pressure on Yimpat here. Somewhat isolated on this B site.
Put the smoke down to try and invite the rotation, but they are so far away from him. It's going to be eons before they get into position. And have a look at where drop is. That Tech 9, but that smoke lands perfectly for Shuhei. That makes a hell of a difference, but they're still getting absolutely drilled by that rifle in the hands of Insani. 3 in the round for him. There might be more on the way as well. Do they commit to this? Do they go through this choke point? This is so oppressive now. Could lose everything. Exit picks up the 4th. Frozen. Last makes his way. And he's so wrong, but he's now down to 20. Funny has to be found and quick. 4 bullets. That's not even enough to really go for a hopeful spray, and Insani will finish off the job. 4 kills in a round from him. Devastating with that M4 on the B bomb site. And it continues to go back and forth.
Fast play from MIBR, but rapid fire shots from Insani as well. Once he gets that rifle, look at how clean some of these kills are. With an M4 no less. Not even the one-shot headshot of the AK that he delivers. Massive impact. Again, Yimpat has had a few of those rounds where I feel like you just want him to buy time as that anchor. When you look at the overall map there, he gets 1 kill and gets traded quickly. It allows MIBR that quick access to the bomb site. Definitely feels like that's something MIBR have been able to make the most of in some of these rounds. The timeout taken by MIBR. MOUZ again with that round loss. Their economy gets put on the verge of being broken. There is very little room for error on either team right now. What a way to end the day.
A lot of fights in this group. I love that even as these rounds go back and forth, there's enough in many of these rounds for the scrap to continue. Be it a disastrous buy for MOUZ, they know how to make those work. A lack of util here or there, an MP9, a Tech 9. We've seen in many a MOUZ T round later on. Gets pretty quiet. Of course, it's MIBR here. Oh, just betrayed by the spray exertion. Almost a free 5v4 for MIBR in the end. 4 of the 5 players on MOUZ have empty pockets. They have $0. No change, nothing. Would be a brutal time to be completely broken if they were to get wiped in this round. And look at the positions that MIBR will take this bomb site with as it's drop again, as it was on Vertigo. causing problems late on in Mirage. And Torji wondering why no one's responding on the radio. Look at the money on MOUZ. Look at the money on MOUZ. We're heading to round 27.
They're going to have to hard save. I think it was a $1,900 loss bonus. Even the hard save won't be great for them. Torji's chance of saving is getting slimmer by the second. Insani quick on the trigger. As always, MIBR tie things up. And that weak loss bonus for MOUZ means it probably has to be a full eco here. MIBR looking for the upset. And this was so awkward for Frozen. He was caught there at Tetris. I think he maybe wanted to reposition, but they got up through connector a little quicker than he might have been expecting. And he was just in an awkward position where he was almost exposed to every angle. You see Frozen just kind of having to fight. Didn't look good for him. Looks like USPs for MOUZ. You've got to remember, at Cologne, the placement doesn't look great from MOUZ. They finished 9th to 12th. It looks decent. But the actual results, they beat Na'Vi in their opening game, and they only lost to Vitality and Astralis at Cologne, 2 teams that made the playoffs. So we were expecting MOUZ to come in here and be one of the better teams in this group. MIBR might be about to turn that on its head if they can pull this off.
When I went to secondary school, at lunchtime, I had to use tokens to get lunch because we were poor. And that's what it feels like for MOUZ right now, man. This is lunch token status. This is a hot dog and a bit of pudding if you're lucky.
I think someone stole their lunch tokens, though.
Oh, yeah. I think we had...
Gonna have to steal them back.
Yeah, this is a glass of water. And an empty belly. Cleanest of ecos.
Can we even imagine a world where MOUZ win this round? It's very hard to. Utility looks pretty good from MIBR. Watch out those close corners in connector. Make any silly mistakes. MIBR even took their time out ahead of this round. They should know they're against a weak buy. Looks like they've made the right decision moving into B right here. Surely it's about to be 14 for MIBR, and it is about to be full pressure on MOUZ.
A lot to think about in these moments for MOUZ. MIBR still needs to deliver, though. They are moving into a superior position. They still need to convert. But again, we've seen promise from MIBR. It's been a good series. I would say great series. The struggles in that second half. It's been a good series for them. We've seen lots of things we were looking for. Now they have a great opportunity to take a big scalp at the beginning of this group. MOUZ will have something to say about it, though, as the M4s come out in CT spawn, or the M4 comes out, for still to buy. There's a full buy in the hole for MIBR. There's a lot less pressure. But we've seen opportunities squandered in the past.
Oh, AWP for Torji, but he goes aggressive with the rifle. Looking good for Insani to get this opener. And MOUZ will have to fight from the back foot. A 4v5 against them. Frozen might need help on 8. Shuhei's left mid to come assist him. MIBR remain grouped outside this A site. Looks like they have their goal set on this A play.
You can't be afraid to be bold. And MOUZ did exactly that, but there's so much time to capitalize now. Shuhei crouching, nothing to be done as Renazan gets the 3rd kill. MOUZ have been decapitated in round 28. xertioN is hoping for a miracle, which he might just find, actually. This might be the right set of ingredients for him. A perfect transfer onto the low health player, and we're into the 1v1. But where is Safe? He doesn't seem to know. Has there been a sound cue? Dropping some grenades now as he tries to fall back. But it's too much to ask, and MIBR get to match point versus MOUZ.
So close from xertioN as the players line up for him, but out of ammo at the end. USP in hand. He's a sitting duck for safe. Sani got this flash early to deny Torji. There was the rotate back, but this trade from Breno was so big. Frozen couldn't multi-kill. And xertioN, the transfer down was well taken. He goes to the USP. It allows Safe to close the 15th round to put them up to match point.
Have a look at that body language as well. You can see what it means. They understand the opportunity that they have crafted for themselves in this series. There's still work to be done. MOUZ are not shy. They've been on the worst end of things before. They know how to deal with the pressure. They will choose to play their game. Renazan, oh, he saw the elbow. He was ready for it. But Frozen is a hard man to put down, even with the FAMAS. All remained for MIBR. Job's not done yet. Again, there is plenty of money. Safe's got 11K basically. You don't want it to get that far if you're a MIBR. You need to deliver now.
I like this decision. Go back to mid. You know that you've got the AWP advantage. They're not going to have a CT sniper, so they can just sneak on up. They don't have to use much utility. They can use their advantage at range. This allows them to set up a site split if that is what they want.
Look at these positions from MOUZ. Great angle from Yimfat, and it's a bait setup as well. There's potential for his teammates to help out, but they are running into the grinder. 2v2 though, this is hyper dangerous for MIBR. Look how low their health is. The AWP, if it can find the right angle, will be oh so important in a scenario like this. Shuhei though is better for it. Dropped, got 8 HP and 2 to find. He'll be dealt with quickly. And the first of 2 tests is passed for MOUZ.
Oh, Breno will be frustrated, holding ramp early. He's not had a great game, but he would have wanted to just get 1 kill or at least get away. Instead, he goes down early. The backup plan wasn't bad from MIBR, but Yimpact does a good bit of work on that B anchor position. A boosted angle, enough for him to double up just before he gets traded by drop. Then I'm pretty sure Safe got the chance to fire that AWP shot. It doesn't connect. Shuhei cleans up the low health players, and we go the distance in regulation. And this time, MOUZ get the proper full buy to try and take us to overtime.
Attempt number 2 for MIBR. Taking some big damage early, softening them up. AK in the hand of Frozen in the last round. Rather you than me, MIBR. That's going to be a problem. A clean and early takeoff connector. They will retract from mid to use the numbers elsewhere. They'll have phantom presence in the mid position for now. Being quite quick about this as well. This could take longer. They will cut noise as they approach. Bear in mind, Safe is scoped in early so as not to concede his position of the sound cube. We are going to have 5 players heading towards that A-bomb site. And MOUZ have no information towards mid. Grenades start to come through. Frozen's in that sandwich position. Is there a molly for him though? Torji's been dropped in the meantime in CT. But Shuhei can pick up the slack. Oh, this could mean everything. Frozen's got the AK out once again, and Sani's still holding the angle in his position, though. Frozen trying to do what he can, but it's only 1. 2 remain. 2 on 4. Yimfat and xertioN with not the best positions. No one in CT. xertioN still in that short area, both with kits. MIBR are heavily tagged. They can avoid unnecessary bullets, and this could be the round for them.
Sneaking in. That's not going to mean anything. Safe and Insanity close. It is the upset secured by MIBR to open up their season of Pro League. They take down MOUZ in the opening game off the back of Insanity and Safe having big performances. And that has really thrown this group into disarray because there's a new